When I first met her back then, everybody knew I was on top of the world, the $1.5 million man, hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. She reached out to meet me. She reached out to say, I want to meet your artist. Long story short, I don't even want to get into all that. That's old news. I'm only bringing that up to y'all to say this. She came to meet me. I was on top, in all aspects of my life. On good, doing good, on my feet. 100%. Her situation took place. Like I said, I left my tour, came back, bailed her out. When I bailed her out, nothing but expense after expense after expense after expense. Remember, she got remanded. She flew trial. They took her right away. I had to pay to pack her crib up, pay to put everything in storage, pay the storage bill every month, get a condo closer to the jail so I could visit her every day. Visit her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear, Pat, you got to get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool. In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds. At that point. So when that transpired, I had to get back to work. That's why I only visited her every day for a year straight. But after that, I had the space to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. The whole thing, right? So now I started to get back to work. I started to release certain music, but it wasn't the same for me because when I had that moment when I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off it. When she blew trial and I started to get caught up in everything that was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple individuals who was supposed to be there when the situation happened with her bag. They got hands put on them and they were saying I did it. So I couldn't attend the trial or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of information going on out there and a lot of other things I was getting into that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? As a young artist coming up, my deal folded. So she went away, my deal folded, and I started visiting her every day. I exhausted all my funds doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't regret nothing I did because I knew that she needed me. I was supporting her. So at that point, I had to get back to work. Got back to work, started releasing music here and there. I started doing a little better. Me and her came with a plan. We would sit down and we would map things out. Listen, we're going to try to get this appeal. We put up 3 appeals. She lost every appeal. I went and got a Greyhound bus, packed all my family, her family on the Greyhound, drove to the appeals court. We all went up. I said, I want everybody to come out so they could see that unity and maybe she'd get this appeal. It was the last appeal. She lost the appeal. We came to the conclusion that she got to do the rest of the time. So we started to strategize 2 things. Me, my career, and also her return. So we would just map things out on the paper. She couldn't really do much. She behind the wall. But we would put the plan together. I would execute it because I'm still out in the world. So long story short, I'm spending money on this, spending money on that. She locked up. So she can't do much. You understand what I'm saying? But she wants to fabricate these stories about, oh, I did this and I did that. I ran for a whole year, took care of the kids, took care of my stepson, took care of you, fed you, did everything for a year straight without working. So it came a time where if her son needed certain things, if she had something that she in her account or whatever, she had to take care of it. If she could, she did. But for the most part, I did every single thing. So moving on along, when she came home, she was going to parole to I had a condo in Jersey. So she was going to parole to the Jersey crib. The parole officer said she can't, if she parole to Jersey, she's going to need a pass every single time she got to go to New York. So at the last minute, with 2 weeks notice, I had to pack up and relocate and get a crib in the Bronx just so she could move freely. So now I'm in my condo. I mapped out her return, everybody out there, all exotic cars, the return of the queen, the whole movement I set up single-handedly with the help of a couple individuals. You know what I'm saying? Packed the crib up, packed my condo up, moved to a condo and moved to a crib in New York. Had to put the bread up last minute. But we got a plan. We're going to push you. I was about to put out an album. The money I had for my album, I had to take that bread and move to a new crib, because at the end of the day, I couldn't let her borrow the Jersey because she's not gonna be able to move. Mind you, this is set up for me to release my project at the time. But it's cool. It ain't nothing. So she come out, we working. It's a plan. Fuck it, we behind her. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna push it. Everybody anticipated. I put my music to the side. I'm gonna put my music to the side. Anybody, you can go right back to that time. She came from 2014. Any song that came out around that time, I would do a freestyle. It was viral. I was starting to do shows again. You see me performing at festivals, all that. I did the Dreams and Nightmares, did the Versace joint. You know what I'm saying? I came up with a formula. Anytime they made a song, I did the Papoose version. But when she came home, I said, fuck it. I gave her that formula. So that's why when you heard the Bobby Smurda joint come out, the Young and Made, all that was me. So I'm writing the music. She needed somebody to book shows. I'm doing the contracts, booking the shows, setting the shows up. I'm coming to the show. I'm collecting the first end. I'm collecting the back end. Word is born. I don't take one penny, y'all. I gave her all the money at the end of the night. I didn't touch one dime. Wrote all the music. Didn't touch one penny. So we do the shows. And remember, the plan was I spend all my money, invest all my money when she was away, taking care of the kids, taking care of the bills, taking care of her, taking care of whatever got to be taken care of. And then when she come home, we push her. It's a family thing. If you got anybody in a marriage out there, it's a family effort. So I'm pushing her. I'm doing the contracts. I'm booking the shows. I'm writing the music. I wrote hit records for her. Wrote one of her biggest records. We're gonna get to that later. And I saved her life one time in music too. She was in a crisis. Papoose pen to the rescue. Anyway, so at this time, I'm doing all of this, and we had a plan. Once she started getting money, and I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it, she separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do? No, but I'm trying to figure out, what did you do? I'm like, huh? You didn't do anything. This is all mine. I said, are you serious? As a man, though, even though you just stabbed me in the back, you just crossed me, I can't complain because I'm a man. So I'm just going to get back on the grind. I said, damn, you serious? I just invested in you your whole bid. I just invested in you when you went away. I came and bailed you out. I took care of the kids. I took care of my stepson. I took care of your whole entire family who I love and got the utmost respect for. I hope they don't feel no type of way because I'm saying this, who she's mad at right now because they still love me. And now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you're going to tell me it's all yours and I got to start all over? I said, you know what? As a man, I'm going to do that. And what I did, y'all, started all over. Started grinding. What was hers was hers. All the music I wrote, everything. She claimed it as hers. I'm a man. I ain't gonna complain. A man don't complain, y'all. So I just want y'all to know that this is the type of individual y'all dealing with. Everything she talking about, if you pay attention, because first she tried to fabricate and say, oh, that I've been with Clarissa for all this time. But me, I did something stupid. Because normally, when she say things that aren't true, I just let her say it. Because, one, it's foolish to argue with a person like that. Number two, I want her to keep saying these false things. Because it's not true. And it came to my attention that she was going around lying to people about me. Rewriting history, like she's doing on her page. Rewriting history, changing stories. So I let her do that. And in the process of me allowing her to lie, I started to realize that certain fake individuals, you know what I'm saying, who I don't even want to bring in this, man. I don't even want to bring in it. So I'm gonna leave them out. I ain't even gonna talk about these people. But I don't want to go away from my point that I was making. I don't even want to go away from my point, but I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like I said earlier, do not allow these celebrities who you've been supporting and following their journey to tell you that you don't know. You don't know what's really going on. Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all need to stop commenting on it. Yes, they do. And what did they see? They seen, and I didn't say anything. They seen Papoose did what he did to the knockout victim. First thing everybody said, I didn't say nothing. Oh, he must have been doing something with his wife. Because that's what Pap go crazy on. That's when Pap go crazy, when somebody fuck with his wife. They know that about me. You can't change the people's mind about that. How many times I done went crazy over you? How many times I done held you down? They know that about me. So what I'm just trying to say to y'all is don't let these iPhone screens and these stages and these lights blind y'all. Y'all seen it all. Y'all seen when that transpired, when everybody started saying. Y'all seen the lies, fake tweets that went up. Hey, everybody saying something happened between Pap and this chump. It's not true. Y'all seen, I didn't say nothing. Y'all seen the meatball do an interview with makeup on his face saying, ain't nobody never touched me. You know what I'm saying? Because she put the makeup on him. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got a little sugar in his tank too, man. Don't play with me, boy. I'll expose you to them folks who don't know you. Moving on along. Y'all seen all of this transpire. Then, but what I was trying to say to y'all is, initially, I kind of lost my train of thought. She wanted to fabricate about Clarissa and say that I've been with Clarissa. So I allowed her to fabricate about that because I know it's not true. One day I did something stupid and I said, I just met Clarissa in July 2024. And it's documented. It's documented because when we met at the Shakur fight in Jersey. And the next day, when she DM'd me, she wrote, hey, Pap, nice to meet you. I said, nice to meet you, whatever. But the conversation, you know, on Instagram, it has dates on it. So what she does, she's lying in the iPhone ever with dates on stuff. Just like I told y'all, all of the rhymes I wrote for her, 90% of her music, if I go on my email draft and you just take a line, you say a random line from one of her songs, and you write that line, keyword search, the whole rhyme pop up. 2014, 2016, 2015, 2019, 2018, the whole shit. But she want to go in here to y'all and say, if you wrote any of my raps, come on, Rem, don't do that, man. You know I've been writing. But that's not, I'm not here to tear you down. That's neither here nor there. But once I told her to stop lying to everybody saying I've been with Clarissa when I just met her July, and when we just met, it's documented, she switched gears. Oh, because remember, when she got caught with the lane, when what happened, and y'all was upset like y'all supposed to be because y'all been following the journey. Y'all been upset, y'all been following the journey. She got mad and she needed something to give to y'all so y'all could feel like she had a reason to do this. She don't need a reason to do nothing. Ask anybody who know her, a normal person need a reason. This woman don't need a reason to cross you, stab you in your back. This is who she is. So once I verified that to her, like, yo, why don't you stop lying to people, man? She came up and went back to when she was away. It's 2025. You've been home since 2014. Now, since you jammed up, I was cheating when you was away. You liar, you. Come on, son. Right. Somebody said we stepped at the park. You said you was going to put homie down. So I go in the spot. I'm walking through the spot. I don't see the lane. Everybody look like the lane to me. I go to where I got an idea where they at. When I walk in the room, they in there lovey-dovey. They in there all lovey-dovey. Mind you, she been lying, saying she ain't with the nigga. She don't deal with him. All this corny shit, right? I see the lane. Y'all already know. Went in his mouth. Off the muscle. What happened was, he thought I came to talk. He thought I was about to talk. Ain't none of that. We don't do that. Mom! Right in his mouth off the muscle. Whooped him out. Dead on his feet. Hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. I know. Everybody telling me I shouldn't talk about this, but this nigga's a lame. Do what you gotta do. He hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Stomped him out and all that. Bad. Hole in my knuckle, everything. But like I told you, I didn't do that because he slept with my wife. I did that because you shook my hand and then slept with my wife. But the part I didn't tell y'all is, through this entire ordeal of her cheating with this lame, I started to notice that he had something on her. And I felt like he was blackmailing her. I always felt like he was blackmailing her. Just because the way she was moving and behaving. So I'm gonna play an audio for y'all of him basically, in his own words, admitting to blackmailing her. Listen to this. So this got sent to me because he's on the phone with one of his people running his mouth. They recorded it and sent it to me. But this is him on the phone. Let me just play it. Hold on. This lame. Now, when I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen, is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's, my daughter's calling, she's not answering the phone. I'm calling, she's not answering when she's with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know, and we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling y'all is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I say, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you, we can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. Just saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, it's not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is the lame saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, man. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit will be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about, I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's spark is because you did all these shit.
Oh, let me play this again. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me play it again.
Yeah, man. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit will be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about. Where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's spark is because you.
Now,
great ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix, you decide where they go.
Now, bear witness to this. You just heard this lame, who she was dealing with since 2022, say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating going to go when I say so. This is the same recording when he was up there clout chasing Oh, I'm going to be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm going to get more followers. All of this foolishness, right? So y'all just heard the lame, the knockout victim, saying he got videos of her. But let's listen to her telling me that, oh, by the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says, all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things. I highly suspected that they was using drugs together. I heard someone say earlier while she was on live, are you high? She moves very strange. I seen a video where she looked outside herself. I'm not accusing her of anything. This is not my style. But the fact that you mentioned my children and fabricated all these stories about me, about this money, when I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you, I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all, 2016, 14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up, the whole rapper pop up. But let me say this though. Let's get to this part right here. We just heard him admit that he's blackmailing her, right? Now, let's listen to her telling me that he's blackmailing her, that she would have been stopped talking to him. Since she want to get on here and fabricate and fake big this lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lame no more? She was sneaking around with him in restaurants. What he was at? Cheese Factory, matching outfits, losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga can cook every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to make it about Clarissa. I just met Clarissa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Clarissa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Clarissa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This, which aired yesterday. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she want to fabricate these stories to me while not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen. I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played an audio to y'all of the lame admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. Basically saying, but before I want to play the audio, I want to let y'all know that she's very, very angry at me because she says that if I would have never knocked him out, none of this would happen. So one of the reasons why she has so much animosity towards me is because I knocked him out. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's one. I'm going to tell y'all the other two later. Oh, it gets worse. Hold on. You want to be funny? I could be funny too. But I'm going to be funny with the truth. You lie, you lie, and you lie. You had the audacity to come on here and make up a fake story and say, oh, my mother called me. How L Lover said, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. First and foremost, You talking about your mother called you about a YouTube video that everybody know they make fake videos on YouTube. Remy's in the hospital, Papoose this, did that, this person that. Those, we all know those is fake. You just mad because you see us moving on in our life, right? You want to fabricate a story about, and I still say my mother-in-law because me and her had a tight relationship like that. And I would never say anything to disrespect her or anybody in the entire family. You lied and said, I said, go get your brothers. That's the cap. Everybody know I'm close. I'm more close to them and show them more love and support than you do. But let's keep it moving. So we already played the audio of the lame, the knockout victim, soft, didn't even fight back. That's what made me mad. I would have just clipped him and kept it pushing. But the fact that I seen that the nigga was soft when I ran down on him, I said, damn, this nigga be talking all this gangster shit. And he ain't even gonna fight back. Nigga was like a deer in headlights. But that's another story. Knocked him out. It's no mystery. Had to get a tetanus shot, knocked his tooth out and all that. Hole in my hand, the whole shit. But let me show y'all the audio of her. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this. Can y'all hear me? Should I play the lame first? Should I play the lame saying that he the knockout victim saying that he's blackmailing her? Let me play her admitting it. But she's angry at me because I knocked him out, y'all. Glass Joe, y'all. We call him Glass Joe. Check it out. But listen to her. I want y'all to bear witness to this because out of the whole situation, this was one of the parts that really bothered me. So that's why I reached out to certain fake friends who I thought would be real, like they say they are, and step up. I try to bring it to their attention. Yo, I think she's being blackmailed. Do me a favor. Just reach out to her. Don't tell her you spoke to me. I just want to know she's okay. She hasn't seen the baby in days. So I said, damn. See if y'all can reach out. And I don't want to involve nobody in this because this don't got nothing to do with them and they don't owe me nothing. But when you say you family, you got to live. That's an action. You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to that. That's neither here nor there. So we played the audio of him admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play the audio. Listen to what she said. And I want y'all to know that this is my ex-wife. We're not married anymore. But at the time, as a married man, I wanted to protect her from being blackmailed. So I told her, if this is going on, let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides. My team Papoose and team fuck this nigga.
Team fuck this nigga. That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team fuck this nigga. Hold on. Let's play this again.
Powerball is trying to censor this video before more people discover the loophole that has already helped my husband and me win the lottery.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides. My team Papoose and team fuck this nigga. I didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
That is not true. Talking to this nigga.
I would have been stopped talking with this nigga. So she's mad at me because I knocked him out. So she's telling me that I knocked him out. I put her in a position where she still had to be cool with him. But she tell y'all on live, oh, he's this. Oh, yeah. A man that treat me right. A man that did this and did that. You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more. So we got one audio of him saying that he's blackmailing her. For all y'all who didn't hear it, we got an audio of the lame admitting to blackmailing this woman. Listen to this.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right.
Hold on. Let me get to the beginning of this thing again. Let me make sure I get it from the right part, y'all. Bear with me, man. Some bullshit audio. Hold on. Hold on, let me get this right. We're gonna get to it. So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lane admitting to blackmailing her. He's admitting it.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she saying she fuck with me.
Hold
I
on.
believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But
Hit the like button.
you're right, though. Anything.
Papoose and Remy drama.
It's gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you did all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. And again, we're gonna play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure you don't go all the way back and then not getting dragged on both sides. My team Papoose and team fuck this nigga. You didn't even give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
I'm talking to this nigga.
That is not true.
I would have been stopped talking to this nigga. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, I'm fucking this wife, oh, the whole shit, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's in the dope. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But he's on audio saying blackmailing you. So which one is it? Which one is it? You've told me numerous times you don't deal with him no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do. You just called me the other day and said happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why? Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10 year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So you know when somebody loses the remote, they go frantic. See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was because I said wedding vows before God, better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death to his part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you caught your case. When you had to pay the civil case. And we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slay warned me. May he rest in peace. He warned me. He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased, I know why, because he know the truth.
Birthday party. Birthday princess party. Birthday princessasaurus party. Get everything for every party on Amazon.
Truth. You know Remy is a dust.
First rate fertilization. Visit weedman.com for a free quote.
Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Remy dust.
So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar. All you do is lie. Very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on the credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to try to assassinate my character. But in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved.
Fired up. And that's what's up, man. And that's gonna do it, man. Look, Papoose cut from a good cloth, man. Good background. He's a good brother. Remy, on the other hand, a little rough around the edges, man. It's kind of hard to really say, you know, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. Papoose is speaking his truth. Ain't no lies. No fabrication, is all facts. Remy, on the other hand, something she just pulled from the back of her weave. But anyways, we appreciate you for returning back to the channel, man. Hey, gonna keep you up to the latest news and up to date with everything between Pap and Remy. Go follow All Urban Central for the rest of the news on the story. Until next time, we'll catch y'all after these messages. We'll be right back.